Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sinnycool and this is Gems of War. And today I want to go over 5 mistakes people make while doing the Tower of Doom event. I made a video like this like a year ago, but I only had 3 mistakes on that one, and we've had some things come into the game that prove my points even more since then. And I got 5 mistakes this time. I'm going to do the new ones up front, so if you watched the video a year ago, you at least get some new stuff up front. Some more things I thought about. Like, there's so much to talk about with Tower of Doom and how to do it right. It's crazy. Like, we did a live stream the other day, yesterday, and I was talking about it in there, and that's what prompted this video. So the first one I want to go over is heroism scrolls, using them correctly. Did you know? Like, most of y'all know this, but this isn't the main point. When you use a heroism scroll, all you have to do is go to the boss room, click on the boss room, and then click use scroll. You don't have to do any of the rooms first. You don't have to do all 4 rooms or anything and then click the boss room. You only have to do the boss room. You click on the boss room, you use your scroll. That's not the main point though. The main point I want to make is when you use a heroism scroll, make sure you only use it on floors where there's only an unlock. You don't want a floor with a fireball scroll. You don't want a floor with another heroism scroll. You don't want a floor with a luck scroll, or even a haste scroll. Haste would be okay, because haste aren't, necessary. But you don't want to miss out on those fireballs, those heroisms, those lucks. If you use a heroism scroll, you get nothing from the floor. All you do is skip the floor and go to the next one. You don't get the luck, you don't get the fireball, you don't get the heroism. You get none of that. And here I have an example just to make sure. I'm going to use my heroism scroll. And when we get our rewards, we're not going to get any other scrolls, right? We're not going to get an armor, a magic, a life, a nothing. So no matter what else is on this floor, which I picked a floor with just an unlock because that's what you're supposed to do, but I would be getting armor scrolls, magic scrolls, all the other crap that you're not supposed to go after, if it gave you everything from the floor. So let's use it and see what happens. Another thing, make sure you use a heroism scroll up high. You want to use it on like floor 20 something. At least 15 plus. Never use a heroism scroll down low. I don't even know if you can get them down low. You want to use them up high somewhere where there's just an unlock on that floor. So let's go ahead and use it. And as you can see, once I use it, I will not get like an armor, a magic, a life. There's stuff in those other rooms. There's scrolls in every single room, right? So if you're thinking, if I use this heroism scroll, I'll get the luck, I'll get the fireball, I'll get the heroism. Well, wouldn't I get the armor, the magic, the life, or whatever else was on this floor if that was the truth? Let's see. I did not. I didn't get anything. I didn't get anything. I got a light forge scroll. That's just what you get when you beat the boss room. So, I didn't get armor. I didn't get life. I didn't get magic. So if that was the truth, if you get fireballs, heroisms, all that stuff, why would it not show me here that I got all those things? I did not. All you get is whatever's in the boss room for using a heroism scroll. So that's mistake number 1. Don't use heroism scrolls on floors that have lucks, fireballs, heroisms, anything you're actually looking for, because you're going to miss out on it. And make sure you use heroism scrolls up high. So up high somewhere, floor 20 something, or at least 15 plus, where there's only an unlock on that floor. That's where you use heroism scrolls. You'll find that Tower of Doom is more strategic than you would think. Alright, here's the next mistake that people make. I'm going to try to do the new ones up front, y'all. Alright, so let's go to the stats for this. People that take armor, people that take life, people that take magic, people that take power. Mistake. Mistake. When you think, hey, what if everybody in the whole guild takes magic scrolls? We'll get extra magic, right? And no, you won't. No, you won't. And what if everybody in the guild takes power? That gives a, 1 to every stat, right? No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Look at it. Just look at it. Just look at it. Magic, right? We have plus 13 right now. If I take a magic scroll, look under the bar. You see the little bar there, the purple bar? It says 5 out of 14. If I take a magic scroll, that's going to move to 6 out of 14 and still be plus 13. We're going to need 8 other people to take magic scrolls just to get 1 more magic. This is why you don't take life, you don't take armor, you don't take attack, you don't take magic, you don't take power. Your scouts are going to be the ones getting those stats for you. You know, when it starts off, it's going to be 1 out of 1, 2 out of 2, 3 out of 3, 4 out of 4. You're going to have 3, 4, 5 scouts going up to at least floor 25, and they're going to be the ones getting the stats that are actually worth it. So your scouts take care of the stats. You don't need to do any stats. You don't need to grab any of those scrolls. You just need to grab Heroism, Fireball, Luck, Unlock, and Haste. That's it. No power, no magic. Don't do it. If you grab a magic, it's just going to add 1 to that counter on the under the stat, and you're not going to get the stat. It's not worth it. For 9 people to take magic scrolls and waste a sigil, you know every single room you do costs a sigil. That's why you have scouts that tell you to go in rooms. That way you don't waste sigils on armor scrolls, on magic scrolls, on life scrolls, on attack scrolls. You only take the good rooms. That's why there's scouts in the first place. So you don't hit armor, so you don't hit life, so you don't hit magic, so you don't hit power. The scouts are going to take the powers, they're going to get you the stats. The scouts are going to take the magic, they're going to get you the stats. By the time it's like 4, it costs like 4 scrolls, or 5 scrolls, or 6 scrolls, or 7 scrolls to get the next magic stat. It's not worth it anymore. But yeah, don't take the armor scrolls, the life scrolls especially. I mean, if your whole guild wants to take magic, at some point, it's not going to give you stats anymore, but you can go ahead and do that. If you want to take power, you know, that's like taking a magic pretty much, because life and armor, who cares about 1 more extra armor? You know, it's costing so much. Like, if we wanted that extra 1 armor to get the plus 20, we would need 11 people to find an armor scroll and waste 11 sigils. Think about it like that. You're wasting 11 sigils, or 20. You're wasting 20 sigils. 20 different people probably wasting a sigil just to get 1 extra armor. And then what I'm using is, I'm using High King Iron Gut anyway. I don't even need magic right now. So, yeah. Don't take armor scrolls, life scrolls, attack scrolls, period. And if you're taking magic and power, consider not doing that as well, because it's really not worth it to take a magic scroll and get to 6 out of 14, to get to 7 out of 14, or whatever. Wasting a whole sigil on that. Alright, the third mistake that people make in the Tower of Doom is not scouting correctly. I want you to hit every single room and report every single room. That's how a scout should operate. You know, Tower of Doom only happens once every 11 weeks right now. You know, in 11 weeks, are there any new people in your guild in 11 weeks, you think? And does everybody know that you're hitting every single room? Probably not. They don't even know you. There's new people in your guild. So, yeah, if you're going to not report every single room, make sure you tell everybody beforehand that you're just going to report the important rooms, or you're going to use Terran's World, or whatever. Just make sure everybody knows exactly what you're doing, and don't just, you know, if you just jump onto an external chat and you just start posting unlocks, nobody knows you. Nobody knows that you're hitting all the rooms. That's the reason you report every single room. So the 29 other people are confident that you're going through all the rooms and being a good scout. You need the scouts to hit every single room so you don't miss lucks, you don't miss heroisms, you don't miss fireballs, you don't miss haste. The scouts have to hit every single room. There's some really smart scouts out there. They know, like, what's on each floor. There's, like, an algorithm as to which, you know, a heroism can't be in these 5 floors or whatever. But still report every single room so everybody's confident that you're hitting all the rooms. You know, just say room 2, armor. Room 3, magic. Room 4, unlock. Room 5, whatever. Just do that. It's not that much extra work. Stop being lazy. Just report every single room so everybody in the guild knows that you're hitting all the rooms and not missing lucks and not missing heroisms. You know how many sigils you're going to waste if you miss, like, a heroism? Everybody in your guild can get that heroism and then clear an entire floor without hitting 4 rooms. 4 times 30, 120 sigils. You're saving people sigils by being the scout and reporting and finding all those heroisms. You're getting your guild extra points, and people don't have to, like, some people maybe they don't have a lot of gems and they only buy the first or second you know, potion in the shop, and they don't have as many sigils, so they can't afford to go into certain rooms, so they're only going, you know, if you get them heroisms, if you get them lucks, if you get them fireballs, that saves them, if you get them hastes, that's saving them gems. You're saving your whole guild gems, you're getting your whole guild more points, and you're saving, like, sigils through your whole guild. So, yeah, you're doing your whole guild a disservice if you're not reporting every room, if you're not hitting every room. So, most scouts, I'm sure, do hit every single room. I don't know. I've never, yeah. But a lot of them don't report every room, and I would, implore you to report every single room so the other 29 people are confident that you're going into every single room and seeing what is in there and not missing heroisms and lucks and stuff like that. So it's just a good practice to report every single room. Or if you want to be lazy and not report every single room, at least say something before you start scouting. Hey, I'm going in every single room, but I'm only going to tell you the ones that you need to hit. I'm not going to report like armor, life, and all that. So just at least say something. But yeah, not scouting correctly is number 3. Number 4 would be just, it's kind of the same, but not following the scout. So if you're getting boons, you're not following the scout's advice. Like me here, for example, I got 15 boons. That means, like, I didn't follow exactly what the scout was saying. The reason that's, I usually have like a 0 there or a 1 or something. Because on Monday I couldn't find the scouting, so I had to go through every single room. But that's the only reason. People that have 0, like Albert here, is doing it perfect. Doing it perfect. Uruguayo, doing it perfect. Cartissa, doing it perfect. You know what I'm saying? Some of these are scouts, so it's not like they're doing it wrong. It's just some of them are scouts, and they're going to have boons. But, Tired of Rubian, doing it perfectly. People with 0 boons are doing it perfectly. If you have more boons, you're not doing it right. Or you're a scout. So make sure you just follow the scout's advice and don't hit stuff. Don't hit magic. Don't hit life. Don't hit armor. Make sure you follow their advice and hit the heroisms, the fireballs, the unlocks, the lucks, and the hastes, and that's it. You should have a big fat 0 in boons if you're not a scout and you're doing the Tower of Doom correctly. Alright, the next one is the leaderboard is terrible. Look at it. 500 gems. That's all you get for first place. Are you really going to get first place even? Maybe you get second, maybe you get 300 gems. Maybe you get third, maybe you get 200 gems. Maybe you get fourth, 100. Most people aren't, though. Just think about it. First place, there's 30 people, and that's it. Only 30 people on the entire platform can get the 500 gems. Only 60 people on the entire platform can get 500 or 300 gems. You know what I'm saying? Only 90 people on the entire platform can get 500, 300, or 200. Most people are going to be under that and get like 100 gems. So if you're going for the leaderboard, it's a net negative. You lose. There's nothing there. There's gems and there's dooms. There's not a major orb of chaos. There's not a power orb. There's not even a minor orb of chaos. So stop going for that leaderboard. It's terrible. The only people that go for the leaderboard are like super high level guilds that they just want to show their peen and whip it out. But otherwise, it's not worth it. You're wasting time, mostly. You're wasting time. The leaderboard is terrible. Just look at the shop. Look how much it costs. Like, this was like 150. This is like another, probably like 300. This is like another, that's probably 500 right there just to get the weapon. That's 500 right there. And if you're not getting first place, it's like a net negative. If you're going to tier 5, tier 6, tier 7, just to get the leaderboard, look how much that costs. 350 gems, 500 gems, 500 gems. And they're buying this last one. If they're on the leaderboard, they're buying this last one over and over and over. And every time they click that button, they're wiping out their reward. Plus some. So yeah, the leaderboard is terrible. Don't go for it. Go for any other leaderboard in the game. Any other leaderboard in the game is better than this one. Because you could potentially get a minion orb, or a glory orb, or a power orb, or something like that. This one has no chance. You don't get it. All you get is some of your gems back. And it's not worth it. The only people that have any excuse are like super high level guilds that for some reason they want to get the first place in the Tower of Doom every single time. And that's literally just peen. Or if you're in a guild that's a bad guild and you're the only good person in the guild and you're, I don't know. Maybe you bought up a ton in the shop. I don't know. That flows into the next one. I don't know if this was 5, but it's pretty close to 5 mistakes that people make. I think I wrote down 6 things, but it's really, like, 2 of them are pretty similar. But yeah, going past floor 26. After floor 25, you no longer get weapon scrolls. You know that light forge scroll that we got when we cleared the last floor with the heroism? That was for your doomed weapons. It's like the ingredient, it's the resource you need to upgrade your doomed weapons. Well, after floor 25, once you get to floor 26 and you clear floor 26, you do not get those anymore. Floor 25 is where you're supposed to stop. People go on to floor 80, floor 90, they're just wasting time. They're like Steve-O. They're Steve-O in England climbing a tower, and everybody's looking at them like, look at that idiot. That's the people going to floor 80. They're Steve-O. There's no reason. You're wasting so much time for no reason. You could go do Explore 12. You could go hunt Merchants and Angels. You could go hunt Versus for this weekend, the Vault event. How do you have so much time to go to floor 80 and get nothing out of it? I don't understand. And the reason used to be that, hey, well, I bought up really high in the shop. I'm going for those light forged scrolls so I can upgrade my doomed plunger and my doomed silly string and my other doomed weapons that are super awesome. Well, there's only so many doomed weapons that are awesome. There's the doomed glaive, the doomed scythe, the doomed crossbow, all those. And then the books, and that's it. You have plenty of scrolls by now to upgrade those weapons. And now we got orbs. We got scroll orbs that you can use to upgrade doomed weapons. I've had no trouble upgrading my good doomed weapons. So if you need extra scrolls and you're buying up in the shop, how about doing the Vault event a little bit harder? You know what I'm saying? Don't buy up in the shop so high just to level up the doomed silly string and the doomed plunger that you'll never use. That's why I'm calling them that. They're doomed silly string, the doomed plunger. There's only a couple doomed weapons that are good. It's the ones that convert to doom skulls with the, and it's the books, and that's it. The doomed promise ring sucks. This thing sucks. The doomed daggers we just got suck. A lot of them suck. There's no good doomed weapons other than 2 different types. And the books you only use 1 day, 1 week for that one guy, and those are even debatable. But yeah, if you're going past floor 26, maybe you don't understand, maybe you're not paying attention, but every time you kill the boss on like floor 26, 27, 28, 29, you no longer get those light forged scrolls. That's why the advice is, the meta is to go to floor 25, clear it, so it technically says floor 26, and that's where you go to, floor 26, and you're done, because you no longer get light forged scrolls. You're not buying way up in the shop to get the leaderboard that's terrible and a net negative and like an idiot test. You're not buying up in the shop to level up your Doom Silly String and your Doom Plunger and whatever else you think you need to level up with these light forged scrolls, where you can go get orbs and just click one button and level up, the decent ones. Do the Vault event. Get those orbs. Yeah? You don't need to go waste your time being Steve-O climbing the tower to floor 80. It's not impressive. It's like an idiot test. But yeah, I think that's it for today. That's 5 or 6 mistakes that people make in the Tower of Doom. Not scouting correctly and not following the scout. Going for the leaderboard. Using the heroism scroll wrong. Going past floor 26 and taking like the magic, the power, the life, the armor, and all those scrolls. Because, yeah, you're not getting the stats. When you get an armor scroll, you're not getting an armor. You're getting progress to the next armor. To 1 extra armor. Yippity-doo-dah-day. So just follow your scout. If you're a scout, report all the rooms, please. If you're not a scout, only hit the right rooms, like I've said 5 times in this video. Don't go past floor 25. Don't go for the leaderboard. Use your heroism scrolls right. There's a nice, it's very, very, if you do the Tower of Doom right, and you're only going to floor 25, it's strategic. It's actually fun. I got 8 sigils remaining. I got to figure out where I'm going to, what I'm going to do with them, where I'm going to use them. I got 3 fireball scrolls. I'm going to hit certain rooms with those. Like, I got to be strategic about where I use my heroism scroll. I want to use it up high, but I don't want to use it on a floor that has unlocks and lucks and haste and stuff like that. So I got to find an empty floor to use my heroism scroll on. Once I get to floor 25, if I have extra sigils left over, I can then do, use my extra sigils to get the extra stats and, like, perfectly end my Tower of Doom on floor 26 with 0 sigils by using the extra sigils to give myself 50% extra stats or 100% extra stats or 200% extra stats. It's more strategic than you think if you're doing it right. If you're Steve-O climbing the tower to floor 80, it's not strategic at all. You're just brainlessly climbing a tower. But yeah, like, share, subscribe, consider joining. It helps a lot. Tell your guild about the channel. Comment below, and I will see y'all next time. Tomorrow for that Vault event, I don't know if I'm going to do a video, because if you've been around for a while, I have videos on every single thing in the entire game, so I probably already have like 8 to 9 Vault event videos, and everything else you could need. Just go check out my back catalog. I'll link a video right here in the bottom left-hand corner. Check it out. Peace.